Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a new Tesla update video. So today, as usual, let's see what happened in the stock market, specifically with Tesla, and let's see and try to figure out what might happen next. So as usual, if you guys enjoy, please don't forget to hit that like button. It does help quite a bit actually, guys. On top of that, also, of course, not financial advice. Make sure you subscribe, turning on the bell notification so you're here as fast as possible. Again, this information is time sensitive in the stock market, right? Things happen, especially nowadays, like really fast. So you want to make sure you're ready to go. But with all that being said and done, by the way, GME, AMC up like 10 and 12%. Pretty good if I do say so myself. So taking a super quick look at the indices, again, the indices are essentially chilling in this little channel. So we broke out of the downward channel. Now we're in what potentially might be a bear flag, right? There is a chance this is a bear flag. It had a false breakout, which, can be a little suspicious, of course. It's really bad that that couldn't hold. But we are holding around here, and we are holding above this, general kind of thicker line I have over here. That's a very high demand zone, and I mean supply zone, depending if we're over or under it. So at the moment we're keeping above it, which is good, kind of bouncing off of it ish, here and there, bouncing off of this line up here roughly as well, kind of maintaining within this channel. And we do have a gap to fill over here at the 455 area for SPY, which I wouldn't be surprised if we fill that gap, maybe tomorrow even, in all honesty. Wouldn't be surprised whatsoever. And then off of that, we'll see what happens. There's a high chance we get rejected off of that. And if we get rejected off of that, well, then we'll see what happens, right? We can either potentially break off of this bear flag downwards, which is a usual thing to happen, which, won't be good. It'll probably mean we'll come retest these lows over here sometime again, or, we break upwards, which will be very bullish. We'll see what happens when it comes, but of course, we're still chilling within this channel. QQQ in a very similar position. You can see a massive gap to fill all the way up here at around 369-ish. And we're also chilling with, within the channel. We're just kind of, maintaining within it. Also a bear flag, potentially, of course. Again, just because it's a bear flag doesn't mean it'll play out like a bear flag. There's just a higher chance that it will than it won't. But nothing is ever guaranteed in the stock market, guys. Nothing is ever guaranteed. Nothing is ever like 100% certain. In terms of what'll happen, tomorrow or next week, next month, even next year, nothing is guaranteed. That's the kind of the beauty of it, if you will. That kind of what makes it, fun, in my opinion. But either way, checking out Tesla here. So like I said, overall, Tesla's still coming out of this downward channel. It did break out, very nice, very bullish move. Kind of, broke out, came back, tested successfully, and then, now it's sort of maintaining this sort of breakout. We'll look at it on the 2 hour, let's say, maybe 2 hours a little bit better. I think maybe 1 hour. I can't remember where I drew this. Yeah, around the 1 hour ish. The point is it gives you the rough idea as to what it is, right? We broke out, bounced, and now we're kind of, going sideways. Now, the one thing I want to mention is, like I said before, I'll say it again in case you haven't seen the videos, we do have an inverted head and shoulders here, which is a bullish setup, of course, and we also have a smaller inverted head and shoulders within that inverted head and shoulders, this being the head, shoulder, not as pretty as the one I just showed you guys, but it's kind of there. It's definitely kind of there. You can make a case for that for sure, right? So essentially what we're wanting to see is we're trading within this channel of 880-ish to this 940 channel, right? We're kind of trading within that channel for the past few days now. And the one thing that's interesting, if you go on, let's say, 1 hour chart, I mean, it doesn't really matter which one, but if you put on the Bollinger Bands, you can see it's getting pretty tight. Usually when it gets pretty tight, that means there is going to be a fairly... Again, the more tight it is, for the longer the period is tight for, the more explosive the move will be, whether it's up or down. So in this case, it's only been maybe 3 days or so, which isn't like a crazy long amount of time, but 3 days is still 3 days, right? It's not horrible. Actually, it's been 4 days. Never mind. It's been today was the 4th day, actually, roughly within this tightness of this channel. So that means that, when we do break out of this, which I still think will happen this week, maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday, we are going to be breaking out of this, and I'm hoping that it is to the upside. And if it's to the upside, that's where we'll see that 980 to 1000 push, in my opinion, right? That's kind of what I'm currently eyeballing. Which will, of course, help us retest the top of this channel of this bull flag that we have been in for, it feels like, forever now. So that's essentially what I'm kind of seeing. You can see it's getting really tight on the 30-minute here. It's getting very tight. So we're essentially just waiting for that to happen. And once that happens, it will be pretty obvious which way or which direction we essentially explode out of this tightness. So keep that in mind, guys. Very important, but we're essentially waiting for that to play out. Again, the main thing that makes me think we're going to play out to the top side is the fact that, well, that will coincide with this inverted head and shoulders quite well, actually, to play out and, move up to the top side, which is a bullish pattern, of course, which is good. That's what we want to see. And this will also fit in pretty well with what I believe will happen with the SPY and the QQQ, which is, of course, this gap fill up to these levels that I just mentioned earlier. So that will kind of all just kind of fit together in my opinion. And then after that, of course, we'll see what happens, right? The other potential catalyst, if you will, that can make this explode to the downside, however, which is obviously something we don't want to see, but of course it is possible, is Thursday CPI numbers. If those numbers come in too hot, well, that's bad. We're going to plummet. And that will probably be the catalyst that sends Tesla and probably most other stocks, especially growth stocks, to the downside. So keep that in mind, guys. If we don't decide by tomorrow, well, the CPI will decide for us for sure. And again, could be up, could be down. Who knows? We'll see what the numbers come in. I'm still expecting a move potentially tomorrow. I really think we'll see a move tomorrow, and this will play out tomorrow, being the Wednesday. And I'm hoping for that as well. Again, I'm expecting it to go to the top side, but we'll see what happens, of course. Yeah, either way, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about this down below, and I will see you guys for tomorrow's update. So until then, have a good day. Peace.